have ideal entry and the other things, then I think it puts you way ahead of the crowd, gives you a real trading edge.
Okay, so I guess slightly different approach. If we develop a good sound methodology in entry, that can assist us with the other things like the discipline and the confidence to implement our plan, rather than the other way around.
One time a gentleman was showing me his trading method, and we happened to be looking at a Forex chart. I said, well, where would you put the stop loss on your system? And he pointed at the chart, and I said, sir, that is $10,000 away from current price. Well, that would be totally ludicrous to think you're going to be that far away. But that was what would be required by his plan. So I've tried to get it as close as possible, I think, in order to minimize risk as part of the overall trading plan.
Okay. More on entry and analysis. You've spoken a little bit about Fibonacci and Elliott Wave and how that helps with foreign exchange trading. A hot topic, I guess, with our blog and comments at the moment is technical indicators. And I just wanted your thoughts on, because obviously that can help people with entry. What are your thoughts on technical indicators? Have you used any yourself? Have you gone through a process of investigating what worked and what didn't work, and perhaps comment on that?
Well, maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration, but none of the indicators work. I'll explain what I say, because in fact tomorrow part of my presentation on Elliott Wave and Fibonacci will lead up to a course which I actually guarantee, 100% guarantee, that people who follow the rules of this course will make money. And it's not on Elliott, it's not on Fibonacci, it is on an indicator. It's a common indicator. In fact, when I mention that, people always, what indicator? What indicator?
Please tell us now. What is it?
In fact, it doesn't matter which indicator. The reason most indicators don't work is because the people are not applying them in the most effective way. Take, for example, virtually anything, MACD, stochastics, virtually any indicator you want to use can be made to be a very effective. That's without changing parameters.
Okay.
Just the correct application.
Okay.
And so I'm a little bit amazed at myself that we're able, because I'm very much into Elliott Wave and Fibonacci and patterns and timing and all of that. But this indicator combined with that is dynamite. It really is. And that's why I can actually guarantee. And I guess that we've had in the past 2 or 3 months about 300 students already graduate from a 2-day course with me. Not one has yet asked for their money back.
I was going to say, you're going to leave us with that though? You're going to leave us sitting on the edge waiting? Do I need to get my wallet out and
Absolutely,
offer
yes,
some
sir.
money? All right, let's do it afterwards off camera then. Okay, we'll do that. Talking about discipline, I often say it's just the most important character attribute. It all boils down to, we want to do this, but our trading plan says we have to do this, and they're virtually opposite all the time. And it's the discipline which is the bridge between what we want to do and what we have to do. I've had some people come to me and say, Stuart, I know all the rules. I've got a plan that I'm happy with. I just cannot follow the plan. I just don't have the discipline. And I know I don't have the discipline. So what can we do to help those people, I guess, just develop some habits or become disciplined where they do follow the plan, because it is so critical?
I suspect that some people are naturally disciplined. I'm a little bit impulsive myself, and I have to control that emotion. But I think it's simply by looking and working with maybe hundreds or thousands of charts, applying the method, even if it happens to be on a demo or without really putting substantial money at risk, until the confidence builds up that I'm trading not what I want to believe or what I think, but what the market is really doing.
What you're seeing, rather than what you believe in.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying it's going to take time to develop that.
Do
it's
it
not
over and
flicking
over.
A switch or...
It's basically the same with everything that human beings do, from learning to walk as a little baby. They crawl, they try to stand up, they fall down, they don't give up. It's practice over and over. Any career that people are involved in, it takes time to really absorb everything and become confident.
And develop the aptitude and the
Absolutely.
confidence.
Yeah, this is no different.
Okay, well, it's terrific. I guess the key message there is patience. it will happen for you. It's just a matter of taking time. And
it's a matter of, well, my students, I give them not years of a guarantee. There are some of my students right now who have never traded in their life are doing very well week by week after only about 6 or 8 weeks. So for any career that you can make that much progress in that time, to me is phenomenal.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
But it's the confidence issue and getting your own biases out of the way as much as possible.
Okay, fantastic. A couple of things to finish off, if I may. The world's a bit of a mess. We're in China right now. Not that China seems to be in a bit of a mess. There's buildings everywhere and cranes everywhere, and construction work continues here. But the world is a bit of a mess. November 2008. How has that impacted on your own trading? Has that affected it in any way?
The volatility has been incredible, and the opportunities based on the methods that we're applying are working as well now as they did when it was much less volatile.
Okay.
However, risk has gone up a little bit because of the volatility. Our stop losses would seem to have to be a little bit further away. So it's not affected the method as so much as the risk management.
Okay. And I guess so we've seen a lot of volatility in well, certainly equity markets, but foreign exchange, the way the US dollar has moved as much as it has and other currencies have depreciated against it. So I guess it's reassuring for you to know that whilst the volatility picks up and therefore the risk increases slightly, the method has still been working for you and applied consistently has been doing well.
Yes, and as long as there's a Forex market, which for the foreseeable future there's going to be,
yes,
we'll continue to have great opportunities.
Okay, fantastic. Finally, a close friend, perhaps a member of your own family, comes to you and says, Don, love what you're doing, I love this trading thing, I've never done it before but I really want to start. What would be probably the most important piece of advice you could give them?
Well, in fact, one of my sons right now back in Canada says, Dad, I really want to do this. Can you help me? I said, well, I've got to, if we're going to communicate by email or however, I've got to make it very understandable. And that'll take me, a few weeks. First of all, you've got to learn about charts. You've got to learn, in my opinion, about that markets don't normally go in a straight line. There are corrections. Some of those can be predicted, but if not, they can be seen, and they all have meaning of resistance and support and maybe potential movement. So I've got to give that introduction to them. And I think, without getting too deep into some of the more challenging concepts that I've acquired over years, I would then introduce them quite rapidly into my one indicator, which I'm going to share with him.
Which you'll be telling me about in about 5 minutes when we first stop here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's not a new indicator. It's one that's found on any charting package. I don't think we need anything esoteric or bizarre.
How many letters would be in its name? Perhaps can you give us a... No,
I haven't counted.
You can do it.
But in fact, it's not which indicator, it's how it's used.
How you're applying it.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. All right, Don. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your time today. I know you're speaking after me tomorrow. I hope I haven't exhausted the interpreter, the translator, too much.
I'm sure you'll be a hard act to follow.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, John, thank you very much for your time today. And ladies and gentlemen, there's an introduction to a man who's been in the markets on and off for many, many years and had a lot of experience. And hopefully you've been able to learn something today from him. Thanks, Don.
Thank you.